Hi, Will from MusicTech here at the NAMM show in Anaheim with Ben from Waves. Ben, how's it going?
Man, it's a great day at NAMM 2019.
Excellent. And we're looking at the CLA MixHub, which offers console workflow for the DAW. So Ben, what's the story here?
Well, we developed this plugin called the CLA MixHub with Chris Lord-Alge. You might know him. He's mixed a few records here and there.
Just a couple, yeah.
Right? So for the first time ever, we're able to actually emulate his workflow inside a plugin. So what that means is we can take multiple tracks of audio into a single plugin environment. So it really makes your mixing much more efficient. And let's not forget to mention that Chris's desk sounds amazing, so we did a very meticulous emulation of his desk as well, and also his beloved Bluey compressor. So we have that available within the plugin as well.
So let's take a look then.
Sure.
What's going on here?
So the guiding principle behind CLA MixHub is that you actually have the layout of a console in front of you. I can go through, if I want to, we can have up to 96 channels, if you're working stereo, of input here. So again, the idea is it's buckets is what Chris refers them to. So we have 8 buckets that we can focus on inside the plugin environment. So I might have my drums, piano, guitar, vocals. All of these can have up to 8 channels of audio going through them. So let's actually go to our channel view real quick. This gives us a little more close-up view of what's going on here. So I can actually call out my input. We've got 50 dB of gain we can add to the track if you really want to kind of grime up a track and get some distortion going. Of course, you can roll back your line out. You can add some noise if you want to get a very specific type of sound, again, to that tape hiss sound that you're looking for in some tracks. Of course, we have a fabulous EQ. When you solo these, it's soloing by band. So if you're trying to achieve or fix a very persistent audio problem, it's very nice to be able to solo the band of audio that you're working in. And then, of course, we go to our dynamics. And this is pretty fun. You have everything you'd expect from Chris's dynamics section on his console. Again, we have his Bluey, which he calls it, his 1176.
The Blue Stripe edition, is this?
Yes. Great on vocals. And then, of course, we have the standard input compressor for the console. We did actually add some changes to the gate at his request, so we do have a full-on hold on this. So if you're really looking to maybe expand a reverb or something like that, and you want to just grab it and hold on to it to get that big drum sound of the 80s that Chris likes, actually, that's how you do that.
Right, so the advantages then over just working within your DAW and having up 6 plugin windows, say,
right.
What's that?
So before I get to that, just one more thing real
Sure.
quick, is you can also add in any other plugins you would like to into the signal chain at any time.
So you can access all of your
Yes.
AAX. Is this just AAX, or is this for VST and audio unit as well?
This is platform agnostic, we like to say.
Okay, excellent.
So let's go back to our bucket view, which is really where the magic happens. So I can go in here and I can select my EQ. I could go down here and I can put in my dynamics. So now you've got a layout that's going to much more closely resemble an actual, if we had these in a smaller screen resolution, I could actually line these up just like you would on a console.
And are these scalable for smaller screens as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it's at a glance, you can see your entire mix.
Perfect. That's the perfect way to describe it. So now, instead of having to go and open up a plugin window to make a change to my kick, close that window, open up another plugin window to make a change to my snare, I can mix and adjust both at the same time, and that way, that's a much more traditional way of mixing, and it makes it much more efficient. So it's a workflow proposition as well as an audio proposition.
Right, okay. So how much is this going to cost then, Ben, and when's it going to be available?
It's available now. We launched it live the first day of the show, and it's $69 right now on special. At some point, the retail will be $199. So I encourage your viewers to get it now if they're interested.
Excellent. Just one last question as well.
Sure.
How's the routing handled within the plugin? Because there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there is a lot going on. It's pretty simple to set up. I'll just move this. So any channel inside Pro Tools or Logic or whatever DAW you're using that you would like to route into the MixHub, that's where you select it. I just have these selected on the tracks here like you would any other insert.
And then it picks up the name of the track coming into the plugin, does it?
Yep, and then you name your buckets however you want to name them.
Okay, fantastic, great. Well, thanks very much, Ben.
My pleasure. Thanks for stopping by.